Oh, there you are, YouTube. Doodle 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 do. Subscribe if you're interested, but also no pressure. But if you did, that'd be very awesome too. Hey, let's do a random ranking. Let's go to my movie collection behind me and pick out 3 movies at random and then rank those movies based on whatever criteria we come up with. I'll rank them here in the video, but if you'd like to rank them in the comments below, please feel free to do so. Let's get to ranking those movies. Let's get to picking those movies, and then we'll rank them. You know what? I think I picked from there last time. Let's go all the way over here. And then maybe over here. And you know what? I think my wife is gonna come up here. And by up here, I mean down here. I'm in the basement. I think she's gonna come down here and organize my movies alphabetically. It has been a long time since they've been that way. They've never been that way down here in the basement. They were on our main floor when we had a movie room before the kids were born. They were in alphabetical order. And then I moved them upstairs, and then they were in alphabetical order. But when they came down here to help with the randomness of the random rankings, they've stayed out of order. So that's going to be interesting. And then I'd like to get some new shelving, but I think we're going to alphabetize them and then get new shelving after that. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see where we're at financially. Okay. Ooh, yes. Oh, yeah. Okay. Here we go. First movie, The Notebook. You know, I worked at a movie theater the summer that this came out, and I tell you, there were so many people just crying at the end of that movie. As I was an usher outside of the door, waiting for people to shuffle out of the auditorium. Tears, Kleenexes, young couples, old couples, just girls going together, sort of like, you know, the way they're seeing Barbie, just like groups of girlfriends going to see the movie. It was really interesting to see, to sort of just watch the demographic leave that movie. And it was I don't know. I feel like I have more memories of that, like people's reaction to the film, more so than like I have memories of the film itself. Now, I have seen this movie quite a few times. Ebert and Roper give it 2 thumbs up. And yeah, I mean, I think it's, you know, pretty emotional. And I like all the memes that have come out of it all these years later. And I like, you know, I think it gets, I don't know. Have people just, I think this is like well liked. Is it like made fun of? Are there people who are like, oh, The Notebook? I mean, I know it's like a punchline, but is it like a serious punchline? Or is there any vitriol behind that punchline? Because I don't think there is. I think everybody is kind of like, yeah, I like The Notebook. I don't think anybody's like, oh, I hate it. And if they are, maybe it's just like a, you know, maybe they think the filmmaking itself wasn't up to caliber or something. I don't know. Or maybe, you know, sentimental, stuff like that. But I don't know. I like the movie, okay. Doesn't bother me none. Next we have The Fly. And I don't know why this... What the heck? This copy looks like it's been... Did one of the kids get into this? It looks like it's been chewed on by some sort of animal. I don't know how this happened. I don't think it was always that way. But it looks like it's been chewed on. Maybe one of the kids did it. I bet in one of my older videos, when my memory was stronger or whatever incident happened, I think a kid grabbed this and chewed on it. That's my guess. Because, like, see all this? We got notches there. And it looks like teeth marks, but we don't, our cat wouldn't have done this. So I'm guessing the kids, when they were teething, they grabbed the fly. They grabbed the fly and then used it as a teething ring, you know, as a teething film. They used Cronenberg's The Fly as a teething film. Yeah, I absolutely love this movie. I watched this movie as a kid. I'm trying to think of where I watched it. It might have been my neighbor's house. They showed me a lot of movies, but I do think I watched this one at my dad's house. I think this is how, I don't know, maybe it was my neighbor's. I don't know. I feel like now I'm leaning my neighbor's. But anyway, I really do like this. The practical effects, it's absolutely disgusting. My wife has a great story with The Fly and how she watched it, because her parents were pretty strict on what she was allowed to watch. Mine weren't at all. I was allowed to watch whatever I wanted. But for some reason, her dad my wife's dad showed her this movie when she was pretty young, and she's like, "What the heck? Why are you showing me this? You don't let me watch anything. Then you're showing me this." And she was interested, but you know, it was extremely grotesque, and she could never. And I think to this day she can't compute like why her dad showed it to her. And maybe it was like a thing of like he just wanted to watch it. Maybe he was, you know, in charge of her that day. And then he was like, you know what, I want to watch it. You are too. Um, and the next we have Mr. Magorium's Wonder Emporium. I remember V for Vendetta when Natalie Portman, she shaved her head. I really loved her short hair look and what followed here in this movie, and that's why I bought the movie, just because Natalie Portman is beautiful and gorgeous, and I liked her little pixie cut there, whatever you would call that. I just thought it was a good look, and you know the movie's okay, but it's nothing special or anything like that. Um, I don't know. I think I watched it once back when I got it, and it looks like I got it. I don't know. When it has this little notch in it, sometimes I think it came from a friend who used to work at Hollywood Video, and he offloaded a lot of his movies on me. Most of my collection's secondhand. Okay, so how are we gonna rank them? How are we gonna rank them right here? Well, no, I don't know. It's like if this one were second, it would only be because I think Natalie Portman's gorgeous. Love her, and available again. That's probably too soon. That's not very nice. I'm sure that's a very difficult, sad situation. She's going through like a separation right now. A divorce, I believe. Okay, so this is actually pretty easy. I'm just going to go The Fly, number one, right? Everybody's going to have The Fly as number one unless you love The Notebook more. Who's going to have Mr. Magorium as number one? Probably a person who hasn't seen the other two. But for me, definitely The Fly. And then The Notebook, a good, solid film. I have great memories of working at the movie theater and just watching people just teary-eyed with their Kleenexes, wiping those tears away at the end. That was some great memories of working at that movie theater. And then Mr. Magorium's Wonder Emporium, just a standard film. It's cute or whatever, but I only have it because of Natalie Portman and my crush on her. So there we go. One more time: The Fly, The Notebook, and Mr. Magorium. The Fly, The Notebook, and Mr. Magorium's Wonder Emporium. So my question to you is, have you seen these three movies? And if so, what do you think of them? And if you've seen all three, how would you rank them? I'd love to know. Let me know in the comments below, and perhaps I'll see you tomorrow for more Pure Hangout.